Good evening, everybody. This is Jered of Pen and Dragon Games, and we are going to be playing my homebrew world of Ruettram. Ruettram is a world set in a post-apocalyptic universe that is on its way to recovery. Magic disappeared for a while, and over time has slowly come back into it. And we are starting our adventure in Rulux, a valley that decided to completely keep itself closed off to the rest of the world until recently. And we are going to be exploring as we go, finding out what actually happened in the old world, hopefully running into some other civilizations that are out there. Many civilizations do exist, but we are starting on a continent that has not ventured past its borders in all aspects. No flying, no magic, no teleportation. Magic is a finicky thing. Our players are going to have to learn how to cope with magical weather that completely changes the way creatures act or can be interacted with. Factions that don't want things to change. There's going to be a lot of things that they run into and a lot of mysteries that they're going to have to find. So I guess everybody here is going to be here for tonight. So let's introduce our players. First, we got Jeff. You know him. You may love or hate him, depending on who you talk to. But he is going to be a player tonight, not your DM.
You have to love me
because
I'm producing and editing the show. See, someone's got to love me for this. But I am so happy to be here working with Jered Mercer. No relation to Matt Mercer, unfortunately. Jered Mercer's as close as I could get. I want to explode, so talking about myself, because if you're watching and listen to this, you already know me. Jered Mercer was one of our very first fans that sent us a prolonged email talking about how one of our shows, I believe it was the Playtest second edition that we all hated, reminded him about playing back in the day and inspired him to get back into writing for worlds and gaming with his buddies and all that kind of thing. And we shed a tear and invited him to come on and talk to us as one of our very first fans. And he kind of turned, the running joke was we brought you into a couple shows as an intern.
You get the coffee.
You get the coffee. Yeah, kind of thing. And here we are a couple years later where you've disappeared and come back in the fold, and we're going to try and give you Dicewise Entertainment in cooperation with Jered Mercer's new company, Pen and Dragon Games, are going to produce this brand new Ruettram World of Discovery Homebrew second edition game.
Yeah, my long-term hope is that I can turn this into a campaign setting to go up there with some other stuff that goes down in history, hopefully in glory and not flames. So we're going to start tonight with one of the introductory missions. There are 3 to kind of introduce all the characters. If you've watched the prequel, that was kind of the running joke. Previously, that is one of them. This is another, which will introduce the world to the players and their role in it.
We have a new cast that you've completely skipped over.
Yeah, we do have them, but hopefully we'll introduce them as they introduce their characters, Jeff.
All right, sorry.
Take a seat. So we've got Jeff. We've introduced him. So Jeff, what are you playing tonight?
I was very intrigued with your ancestries. In second edition, you have the ancestries you can pick as opposed to the races. And in the world of Ruettram, you have brought together groups and given them new labels. So if you're playing a fae, there's a bunch of things like naiads and elves and stuff that fall under that. And I was interested in the grouping that you called the kin, where if somebody wanted to play someone with sort of a wolfish, shall we say, not really a lycanthrope, but some sort of wolfish, I wouldn't say anamorphic, but, that kind of snarling bloodline, that makes me a kin. And I'll be playing a kin champion of the neutral good alignment, which technically is called a redeemer, because the paladin is the lawful good, liberator is the chaotic good. So I'm playing a redeemer champion of the kin. So I'm a human with a very strong evolved wolf bloodline.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. So, in Ruettram, because we are playing in the age of discovery, magic disappeared for a while. And over the course of about 1,000 years now, it has slowly seeped its way back into the world. But because magic was gone for so long, almost all the races converted back into human because there was no magical energy in the air to make all those races that are magical. So as things came back, they didn't just pop back into existence. Bloodlines have been crossed, things have happened, families happened, and some of them kept track of where their heritage came from, others didn't. So now you have bloodlines kind of like Jeff was explaining, add a flavor to each humanoid. You've got Fae, you've got kin, kith, stone-blooded, wild-blooded, and a few others that we will get introduced to either because of players or because they will be races they run into and interact with. Like I said, some of this stuff it's homebrew right now. It hasn't quite made it to the polished level of campaign setting, so bear with me. And with that said, I guess we will move on to our next player. Who wants to go next? Anybody want to volunteer? How about Corey? Corey, what are you playing tonight?
I'm playing a fetchling druid with a little bit of a martial arts disciple. I'm not sure really what else I can tell you. I'm tall and skinny.
So what's your bloodline?
I'm a fetchling druid, and my ancestry is with the kin.
So, kin, very much similar to the like Jeff was saying, he's a kin. He's more wolf dog, well, more dog right now. He's hoping to become more of a wolf later on. And in the same vein, Corey will be representing another side of that with different ancestry abilities. Okay, Cheryl, how about you? What are you playing tonight?
Well, I am playing an elf, and she's an investigator, and she's her bloodline is Kiss.
Faye.
All right. So Kith are anything that wasn't native to this realm. So anything that would have been an outsider or in previous renditions of a game, any of your tieflings or half dragons or anything that can claim home to another plane, shadow, really anything. If you can think of it, elementals, so you might run into a few people who have elemental bloodlines. Those guys can be dangerous. But then you've got other things. So, Matt, how about you? What are you playing tonight?
I am playing Dalen Aldirain. He is a knife-eared bard, so he's elven. He is part of the Bardic College. He was sent as a culture exchange program to the Druidic Circle, which is what led him to his current position.
So yes, elves, gnomes, anything that spirits, sprites, anything have, pixies, any kind of blood from that, you're going to be a fey-blooded person. And through some blood rituals later on in the game, all of these characters can choose to go further down that path, those bloodlines, getting more abilities that are more towards those original races and slightly changing their appearance. And what leaves us with Ryan. Ryan, what are you playing tonight?
Hey there. Well, tonight I'm playing Ferrum, who's a stone-blooded Ord ranger.
So, yeah. So rangers, monks, and druids all kind of came together in the valley to make these monasteries of the Grove. There are 4 of them. We will actually be getting introduced to one of them, which the druid and ranger and our bard are all coming from to hopefully solve a problem. And through this, that's something that happens when you get a breakdown of society. Other new factions get formed, old factions get rolled into new ones, and some are completely forgotten. And we'll get an introduction to all of the councils and their machinations and all of that later on. So, starting tonight, we are going to have a crisis, and half of our party is going to be coming from one of the druid circles, and the other half will be coming from one of the other organizations that I hinted at, the inspectors. Think of the inspectors as your valley law. There's a lot of people who hold power, a lot of people who will have the ability to make their own decisions, granted, but the investigators are kind of your last ditch effort. They are there to make sure no power can really take its toll on any other council. They're investigators. They go out, and if someone brings a problem to them, they go out there and deal with it. So to start off with, we are going to have such an event. But first, let's start with the druid monasteries. And the druid monasteries got a request, and I'm going to share this with you guys.
Are they on the map here?
And here it is.
Oh.
So, to the Monastery of Dusk, it has come to our attention that animal attacks are in the rise in Mercia. Please send a questing team to search out Henry. He is a druid of the Order of the Forest. And this is coming from the Monastery of the Grove, which is the head order of all the monasteries. And the Monastery of Dusk is the closest one to our problem area. And they are going to call in our 3 adventurers to make up half the party. Jessica, sorry, I'm getting my names confused all of a sudden already. So, the ranger, the druid, and the bard are all going to be called into the head druid's council chambers and be asked to go out and investigate this because, well, you are the low man on the totem pole, the uninitiated, if you will, the people who have earned the right to be called druid and ranger, but have yet to really be tested. So, Matt, you're getting called in because, well, you've finished your schooling here. You've gathered all the stories that you can because you are a glee man, and that is what you do, is find your stories. And the master of the grove is asking you, will you go out and find out what is happening in Marcia?
But of course I will.
Very good. I expect you to give all of your support to Corey, since he will be the lead druid. So Douglas, that is what your name is, correct? Or am I pronouncing that wrong? Names are always...
Douglas.
Douglas. Okay, Douglas. This is your first mission. As the druid, you kind of have priority on this. You are the people person. You are going to be the person who talks with the villagers, finds out what's going on. This is animals, then, you know, you're there to either figure out what's causing them to attack or find out what the real problem is. And then Ryan, you're going there as his bodyguard, by all accounts. And
Well, that's what they're paying me for.
yes. And how shall we address your character tonight? What is your character's name?
Ferrum.
Ferrum. Okay, so Ferrum and Douglas are going with Matt. Matt, what's your character's name tonight?
Dalen.
So Dalen, Froome, and Douglas, you're going to head out to Messina, where you're going to hopefully figure out what this is going on. All right. Meanwhile, while you all are getting called in and getting your provisions, which hopefully you have now, you've been waiting for this adventure. You've been waiting to be sent out. So hopefully you three have already prepared. While this is all going on, Jessica, you get called into the head inquisitor's office of your order.
I didn't do it.
He also calls in
Case
Arnu.
closed.
Arnu, Jeff's character, because the Inquisitors, one of which Cheryl is playing, are always accompanied by a paladin, or not always accompanied by, but are strongly requested to be accompanied by a paladin. So you two are called into, because you are the questing pair, the office. And when you get in there, a very irritated High Inquisitor behind his desk, rubbing his temples, is staring down at a letter that seems to be giving his eyes the twitch. And he passes it over to you, Cheryl, or Jessica, sorry, this will eventually get natural back to me,
No
and
worries.
says, read this and tell me what you think.
We did change the names in the chat. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, I did see that. Thank you very much. So,
Okay.
did you guys see this? Can you see this up the
We're
note?
f-
That is, yes.
We are formally requesting an investigation team to be sent to the town of Muric?
Marcia, yes,
Marcia, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
The font is a little off.
that's fine.
Specifically, we have been having disappearances in the quarry, as this
Is Marcia's primary
primary.
contribution to Miners Retreat, which is the capital.
Okay.
We are asking that priority be given and an experienced investigation team be sent.
Okay.
Marek
All right.
D. Maurici, the 12th mayor of Mauricia, 57th seat of the Council of Strength, House of Maurici. As you can tell, this guy is already off of this. He's kind of full of himself a little bit. I mean,
Yes,
who-
he's very proud
who
of his
ends
title.
His title, his letter of help with the entirety of every title he probably holds, or at least you
Mhm.
believe he holds. So the Inquisitor looks over at you and he goes, I'm sorry, but you are next on the slot. So that means you get to have this quest. Go out to Maurici, find out what's going on, report back of your findings. That is all.
All right, will do.
Okay. So, does anybody have any requests that they need to make for their trip?
When we're leaving, like we're
Yes.
out of the building, right? Arnu turns to Jessica and he says, can I see that letter?
If I still have it, I will hand it to him.
Yes, the letter is kind of your letter of
Oh, okay,
introduction.
of-
So he
all right.
he left you with a letter. He's, like I said, he
Okay.
didn't tell you very much, but he seemed to regret having to give you this quest.
Mm.
So, Jeff or Arnu,
Give it a big sniff. This has passed through several hands and bureaucracy. I can't get a fix on something. But it's not old, I can tell you that. Despite the stains, this is something new. I was really hoping for more. Never mind.
okay, well, give me a wisdom check then. Let's see what you can pull up. you are a champion. Do you have even a class ability that would help you with this investigation, possibly, or a skill that you would like to use to better your chances?
Now checking. Well, society would tell me something I already know as a guard. You know, like what channels it would go through.
No, society will help.
But I'm looking for something out of place. Like, you know, did this go through the regular channels? The fact that the guy said, "Oh, you're it. You're up. You're next."
Yeah,
I find that that's worrisome. I don't like that. So, society check. See if anything doesn't. Oh, and legal as well. See if this went through any, you know, what's going on above. I just want to make sure this is above board.
Well, your society check, definitely you're like, God, we're dealing with one of the top 100.
Yeah, 11.
Of
that's fine.
Of the council. You might not have heard of him, but he's one of the top 100. That's a big deal, especially since you're one of the members of the circle. You don't even have a number. You're not even the top, 500. You're not a member of one of the big families. You're part of the Council of Strength by choice of job or occupation, being a champion.
Idiots can't keep a good wolf down.
And then legal. Oh my God, by him putting all of his titles, he's showing how important this is. There's nothing better you could do right now than to go there as fast as you possibly can, no matter how many horses you kill on the way.
Yeah.
And get this. This is going to bring you up in the world.
Totally buying into this with the natural one that I rolled for.
Oh my! You are dragging Jessica out the door.
I'm very excited.
After you look at it.
Wait a minute, this is everything.
Pawns off!
Do you know where this will take us?
Yeah, this is our chance. This is our chance.
This is a mayor. This guy is in charge of a town who apparently has a big export of something from his quarry. He doesn't say what it is, but he's got an export that is apparently a big hit in the capital.
This is our chance.
So,
telling
you guys are coming from kind of like an outpost. These outposts are all over the place. The investigators, they're all over the place. They don't want something that happened years ago to happen again, an uprising of the Bone Witch.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming as her bodyguard, she outranks me?
Basically, she's in charge of the investigation on her end. You're there to make sure she comes back alive.
Yeah, gotcha.
And to add your side of the world.
So I'm not just a bodyguard because as a champion, part of the circle, like you said, that's, I'm a trusted.
Yes. Like I said, a lot of these adventuring groups work in teams, and it is well known that
but we haven't worked together very long, so.
No, like I said, you just finished graduation. You just finished your training to work together. You're it as it is, because there is a rotation, and this is far enough down on the request board that even though it's with some form of power, like I said, within the 100, it wasn't given to a senior investigation team.
It's our chance. We're too busy.
So yeah, it's your chance. It's like you said, you are convinced that if you pull this off right, you're going to make a name for yourself. It will get you spotted by one of the 9 families, because everybody in the capital city who wants to raise up in the Council of Strength knows that the 9 families are the way to do it. Even if you become part of one of the branch families, I mean, if he can get you a in, that in itself is going to be astounding.
Really. So
it's a leg
I'm
up,
very excited. I give it back to her going, don't you see what this means? Care to make a few of your own rolls, but don't you see what this means?
So you're off, and you both, are on your way. It takes you about 3 days to get there. You do not run into any problems on your way there. And party 1, you also do not run into any problems when you get there. And as you can see on the map, if you have it open and visible, this is Marcia. It is a well-fortified town, almost to the limits of small city. You all are coming down the main road from the west. And I mean, there's been a lot of traffic passing you. These carts laden down with something that's covered. And I mean, these are huge carts. They've got an entire frame above them where 2 guards are standing stationary while 6 horses pull these massive carts behind them. And they've been going almost like clockwork. But as you get closer and closer to the town, they slowly start to dwindle down. And every now and then they're less and less full of cargo until you only see like 1 or 2. And they're very barren of stuff. Very rarely do you see anything coming back, however, except empty carts with those guards. And on your way, you run into another adventuring team, Corey. You see them. I mean, they're investigators. Douglas, you see him. She's got the cloak on and everything, and by the looks of the guy next to her, this is a questing team, much like you are.
Like the little French policeman's cape. Oh, please.
Yes, exactly. But more like almost sinister in appearance, kind of like if you've ever seen like the French
Interpol
Renaissance era bandit overcoat with the big and black, and it goes all the way down to the boots.
Oh,
and
the
it's
mat, like
got
the big
seams.
the Mac coat that's got the big sort of shoulder poncho.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, like that. Like that's what you two are riding in on, like
Oh yeah,
just below nobility status clothing, but like official.
the tricorn hat.
And you see it. It's very rare to see a druid outside of their grove. And he's definitely got to be a questing druid because right next to him is a ranger. I mean, you almost point on point. And if you didn't know better, one of the Bardic College's bards, not as dressed up as you're normally used to seeing them, more of I'm guessing, a very almost flamboyant style of clothing around him. He's writing probably in his notebook, trying to find some more stories to go. Matt, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm walking along with my writing set out, jotting down notes, recording the tales that I heard in the grove, taking note of the wagons that I pass, everything, details, recording the history of now.
And you bump right into the back of Douglas as he comes to an abrupt halt, because right as you come to the edge of this rise, the forest around you just abruptly is cut away, literally. Nothing but stumps for at least the next mile. Nothing but cleared land, stumps still in present and accounted for, some fields that are brand new. Wildlife just destroyed in every direction that you look.
Oh my. So it just bumps into the back of Douglas. Oh, sorry, friend. I was taking notes.
So Douglas, what's your reaction now that this is sunk in this land that should be here? You can feel it. This is fresh.
Well, first, I'm going to turn around and look at this gentleman who has run into me.
Are we riding? Did you say like we're on horses or riding in a cart, or are they on foot?
Yeah, you two are on horses.
Oh, okay.
You get a horse each since you're on mission.
Share the road.
And I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to look and I'm going to go, you need to pay more attention. What is it you need?
Let us pass.
Nothing. I was just wondering why we stopped.
Have a look around. Something here is not right. It doesn't feel right. They are toying with nature. This is not a good thing.
Right. Describe these feelings. Describe these feelings. And he's jotting stuff down.
See some guy littering in the lineup.
Farum, do you have any reaction to this? You're not as in tune, but you are a ranger.
Oh, I saw him coming from like 10 feet away. It just didn't. He wasn't really a threat, so didn't really see any reason to intervene there. And he's been traveling with Douglas for the past, few weeks since we left the grove.
Right.
And Douglas has expressed he is very much in love with his passion of nature, and Farum is very much aware of this. He's more worldly than he ever was before, but the fact that Douglas isn't talking to him right now, he's taking that as a break.
Okay. Jessica, you've seen this happen. The druid almost stops stock still. Bard runs into the back. Do you guys have any reaction? Are you gonna do anything?
We may want to keep an eye on him.
All right.
Horse doing the driving. I'm just sitting up here.
All right. Well,
I'm not talking to the horse. I'm talking to you.
So as this is all happening, a figure comes stomping up the road. Again, another druid. About time. I sent that message a month ago, and they're now just sending you? What took you all so long?
Distance.
I think he's talking to us.
I'm taking it you all stopped. Are you not all here for the request I made?
Quest you made.
I turned to my ranking
Request
officer.
I made. Douglas, you are silent.
Stunned.
Well, I'm going to check this gentleman up and down, head to foot. Is there anything particular that I can see that any identifying marks from which monastery or which faction, anything he might be involved with?
Considering that he's got a dark green cloak on, as he's walking, plants seem to be sort of sprouting by his feet. You're, pretty sure this is Henry.
So I'm going to speak to Henry in Druidic. Good day, sir. We come when we are ready.
Don't give me that. Do you see what's around you? Do you know how much work I've had to put into keeping everything together? And now I've got farmers who are swearing they're seeing beasts at the night, cattle that are disappearing, and they send, what, are you an initiate? Oh my God, you're an initiate. And Inspector, back there. Yes, you. What are you doing here? I don't remember asking for an inspector.
Excuse me, sir. I need to identify you. Are you sure?
Yes.
And I'm going to reach out with my left foot just in front of me. I am looking for some secret druid action.
Okay, you want a secret druid action.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like the secret handshake, except
Okay.
secret druid foot shake.
Okay. You want the secret druid foot shake.
Yes, I would like to know for sure.
He rolls his eyes so hard at you right now. But he's like, fine, you want to do this? Fine. And he does his little jig, like it's perfect. And as he's doing it, plants just start sprouting up around you guys, like full on orchids and apple trees and you name it. It's sprouting, it's moving. He's like, are you happy now? Can we get on with this?
You seem like you're in a rush, good sir.
He points off to the north, and do you see that over there? And he points, and off on the horizon, you can definitely make out windmills. There's quite a few of them. At closer inspection, you notice that they're in groups. There's a group of 4, and then way off in closer towards what looks like to be the edge of a rather steep hill, possibly the beginnings of a small mountain or what's left of one. You see some more windmills, but there's one definitely destroyed, and there's some devastation around that. And he's kind of waving all in the general direction, but you get the general gist. He's frustrated. We just had an attack 2 nights ago. And I wasn't there to protect them. That is my job, why I'm here, to make sure that this doesn't happen. But needless to say, as you can see, it did happen. The stupid mayor and his stupid hoarding of wanting more wealth has gotten us to this point where he is expanding his farmstead so he can feed more and more workers. And I warned him. I told him he would get the ire of the animals around here. And lo and behold, we have attacks every night, or at least close to every night. And what do the monasteries send me? A brand new druid and his companion with, no offense, Sir Bard, a bard. What is a bard going to do? Sing the beasts to sleep? Find out why they are all agitated?
Look here, man. These are my people. These are my friends. We are here to help. You can either explain and we can help you, or we'll go find something else to do. The choice is yours. But this is very disturbing. This hurts me to the soul. You must please explain what is going on here and introduce me to this infamous mayor so that we can set this straight.
Meanwhile, when he did his little foot dance, all the trees in front of you, or the roadway in front of you, got covered in trees, like small 4-foot, 5-foot things. Your path to the town, Jessica, has now been rudely interrupted by a very upset druid who seems to be having his own problems. But I don't know.
Good druid. You were saying that the mayor has diverted funds and expanded farmlands, and this is why you're being attacked?
That is exactly what I'm saying. I warned him this would happen. The monarch or patriarch of this here area has awoken. That's what I swear. I swear that's what's happened. No other explanation could be.
Okay, I need a written statement from you about the goings-ons here.
Written. Are you serious? You want a do you look around you? I don't have any paper to write with. Where am I going to get paper?
I'm not saying at this very moment, sir.
The bard just kind of speaks up. Perhaps I could offer my services. Pulls out a little parchment and a pen.
We did not travel all this way to not be presented with the proper documentation. So fork it over. Don't make the inspector wait.
He does hand over a very intricately woven medallion, and it's woven with all different types of wood and metals, and it even seems to have some gems. And in the center of it is what looks like to be a living grove. Like if you look at it, it's kind of like one of those mirage images.
High ranking badge.
Yeah.
Your pardon.
Very high ranking.
Then I switch my tone instantly. Your pardon, sir. The bureaucracy obviously can wait. If you came out on the road to greet us personally, then obviously from your perspective, we're late. Please take us to where you want us to look into this. Or
See,
We're not here for
this-
him.
This is how you do it. And he's like pointing at you, Corey. He's literally like, this is how you respect your elders. This is how you address someone who could put, well, let's just move on. Sorry, all of you, please. We need
I waggle my
go
eyebrows at her
down.
like, moving on up, Jefferson. Yeah, see how they... We're moving
we
up.
need
the
to
ladder.
go and talk to the Stoneleafs. Their farmstead got attacked last night, and all of their cattle are dead, or missing, or both. I did not get there in time to fight the beast, but I got there in time for the aftermath. And I've spent most of my evening trying to get what was left back on its feet. So please, follow me. And with that, he turns, and as you notice, he's actually not walking. He's gliding across the ground on vines.
Fancy.
And he's moving away from you pretty quickly.
All right, I guess we keep up, even though this isn't where we're supposed to be going, but okay, we keep up.
This is not the mission. I kind of forgot.
We're supposed to report to the mayor, but that's fine.
Well, wouldn't it be good to start with like, Mayor, we're here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
We're here after we helped your mighty druid. The incompetent people we left behind walking on the road didn't seem to be up for the task. So we just.
All right. So let's
Should have
jump over
bought
to the
horses,
farm.
boys. Just ride away.
Let's jump over to the farmstead then.
Kissing ass and
Dalen
making
just
friends.
hustles
where
up
we're going.
beside the druid. While we walk, shall you dictate the statement?
Very. Do you absolutely need this?
Well, it's protocol, sir.
Whose protocol?
We need proof whether or not the mayor is incompetent and only thinking of himself and his wealth.
Okay. Well, like I said, a guy screaming that has rank, I'll listen to. So, anyway, if you want to turn us around or steer us to the mayor, you are ranking officer. But I was just following my nose. I smell a mystery. I smell a mystery.
I'm helping the bard.
Okay. We kind of left him behind.
All right. So, as you're almost there, Henry's like, stops suddenly. He goes, by the mother. There's another attack happening. I'm going to go deal with that. Go talk to the Stoneleaves. Mr. and Mrs. Stoneleaf. They are down there. We're expecting me back with some help, so they should be ready for you. When you get there, treat them as kindly as you can. And he's like looking at the druid right now, like as he's saying this. They have been
You're
through
on best behavior.
enough.
Won't we, Douglas?
We will treat them in kind.
Very good.
I love how patient he is. And scene.
So, are you guys actually going to go do this? That's the real question.
Shouldn't somebody go and help the druid with the attack?
I think he's got it well under control.
It's up to you guys. I mean, he left you like literally melted into the earth and disappeared.
Like Jered does warn, there's like a trifecta of like, it's like a bit of a sandbox. There's 3 missions, and obviously they're stacking, and we can kind of start with where we want. So if you want to go by
All right. Well, yeah, we go to the farm.
if you want to go by the book, we could just follow our orders to the mayor, but that may or may not split the party. I don't know.
No, that's fine. We'll go to the farm.
Okay.
I mean, he's basically lumped you all together. Like nobody told him that you guys were apart, and no one told him that you were here for different reasons.
Yeah.
So he's just lumped all of you together.
All right. So I'm going to speak up off to the farm. Follow me.
I put the horse like right over his shoulder.
Pat the
Oh,
horse.
okay.
No, I follow my boss. I'm here to protect her. If she wanders off, then I gotta go with. So,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
but
So I'm going to start making my way to the farm.
this inspector, this druid, it makes this presented with this problem makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and not in a kind of I want to buy him dinner kind of way. I think we should look into that.
Okay. So you're going down to so where are you guys going? Are you actually going down to investigate?
Going to the farm.
Oh, did we have a map? Like I'm showing a map, but like do we either know the area, or are we coming in blind, or we
So
actually have
if
a
we're
map?
looking, since you're all on the map right now, you're heading to like the very northern.
Would you mind
fields.
glossing over the whole thing of like what we see? Because I think we only really mentioned the town that we almost entered.
So yes, as you're looking at the top of the hill, going down the hill, there is destroyed trees and brand new made, dug up farmland, all to the south. I mean, it's acres of it, acres. Directly in front of you is definitely an older farmstead. Seems to have been taken over by some conglomerate because all the buildings are almost identical. Same colored roofs, same uniformity, everything. And then to the north is, again, more farms, but more in the general sense that there's a lot of families working them. It's a group effort, communal farming. And then to the northeast seems to be the original windmills for wheat and barley and all of that fun stuff that you need to make bread and flour and everything else. And out there you can see it. There's something broken, something damaged. One of the windmills is damaged. One of the farmsteads is pretty well ransacked. And then, of course, you've got the town that seems to be extremely fortified. If the ranger would like to give me a perception check, I could probably give you some more details, or anybody who's got a good perception.
Oh, gladly.
So
I got a 20. Not natural, but 20 total.
okay, anybody else want to add to that?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find. Oh, there it is. $17.
Okay. So between the
18.
two, all right. 22.
Oh, fair.
Fair room.
22. Yeah.
22. So as your eyes slowly adjust, and you notice that the walls are almost brand new, probably within, I don't know, you maybe half a year. They're not weathered. There's no vines on it. The towers facing this direction are definitely new within probably the same time frame that the forest got deforested.
All right.
It's and then further out in the horizon, definitely
Do they look used?
no, they don't look used. There might be a smattering of soldiers up in them.
Yeah.
There's nothing that really sticks out. These guys, if you didn't know better, they don't present themselves as trained.
The posturing is off.
Is off. Like they haven't been at it for very long.
All right.
But like I said, they seem to have, as you see over the walls, because you're up on a hill, there is definitely smoke coming off of one of the districts. There's a definite district that has been completely set aside for the ancestors, which is kind of odd for a small town. That's normally something you see in a city or larger. Well, large town, really. This is a large town.
Right.
So someone spent money to put that in, or has been told that they need to put it in. And so they've done it. The other thing is you definitely can pick out the mayor's area. His entire district seems to be, or at least where his buildings are, seem to be covered in this immaculate red marble with white veins through it, like polished to a sheen. Like his flagstones are made out of this. His roofs have very thin marble tiles on top of them. This thing is like shining. It's screaming wealth. It's screaming, look at me, I've got power. And then you seem to have a combination of the old trade district and the new residential district.
Well, business seems good here, doesn't it, friends?
At least for one person, anyway.
All right. So, any other questions you'd like clarified? All right. Let's move on to getting to the farmstead. If you guys jump over to the farm map, you should be there, and I have your tokens there. If it's available, let me know if you can.
I don't
we
see
have
it.
I
Camp
don't
and
have it
Morka.
available now.
Oh, lovely. The farm. Okay. What about now?
No.
Nope.
Oh, wow. It just disappeared on my end. Huh. That's fun.
You unallowed it.
Yeah, right.
That's fine. Now a word from our sponsor. Hello, friends. Tired of powerful druids blocking your path when you're trying to get by? Weeds sprouting up and orchards springing into life every time one upsets another? Well, we have what you need with Weedall. You spray this puppy around, not only might you find several side effects on the accursed druid, just as a bonus, it will clear your path faster than you can say, spray that cat. With Weedall, all your druid problems and their vines are gone.
All right.
We haven't read the jingle yet where Matt's like, Weedall.
Da, 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 da.
You're not supposed to be enjoying this, Jered. You're supposed to get the map up.
I think it is up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up.
It's up.
All
right. So there you have it. You got the map. As you come in, you see Mr. Stoneleaf. He's out. He's got a bow out. He seems to be very hesitant. He's looking around, spots you guys, graces over you, stops on Jessica, mouth drops open, and kind of like hustles over towards you.
I will dismount.
I dismount and take her horse. I got both horses.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm going to make my way towards Mr. Stoneleaf.
All right.
Taking notes. Just taking notes.
Well, as you're walking around, go ahead and give me a quick perception check. Just glancing around. Everybody.
22.
13.
All right. So far,
13.
wow.
11.
Okay. So, thank you. Put you down. Those of you,
Good horse.
Dalen,
Bother to look around. Good horsey.
your eyes catch a lot of things as you're glancing around. One, they've got a pretty well kept garden, personal garden, really, really well kept. Nothing disturbed there. Trees, flowers. The missus must like her flower beds. She's got, the house seems to be ringed almost by buy some flowers. They've got a decent well. Like I said, and then you see the blood splatter. You see the big barns behind their house and the destruction and the carcasses. The druid must have moved the carcasses because all that's left is the blood smears. And that's when it hits you, the rank smell of recently killed animals, a lot of them.
Oh my. So
No.
he's just gonna kind of recoil and put his hand over his nose. Oh,
Yeah,
this has been a slaughter.
I normally don't get this bad until it's harvest time, but man, yeah, I agree with the flashy one. It's a little smelly. If you're not used to it, I understand. The missus is out getting some refreshments for everybody. We didn't really have anything on hand, so she went over to the neighbor's house to see if we could get some more. I'm James. Welcome to what's left of my homestead. I'm guessing the druid sent you all here to do an investigation, or he said someone was coming to help him out. Well, that wouldn't happen to be you guys, would it? I hope I don't have to put an arrow between one of your shoulder blades or something, because I couldn't deal with any uppity bandits right now.
I assure you that will not be necessary, sir.
You said the stench is bad enough to reach us, like even me out the back with the horses. What are the horses doing?
Yes.
Are the horses reacting
Yes.
to this, or they just?
The horses are trained.
Okay. So unless it's a supernatural death, we're good.
Unless something is like coming at them, they won't bolt.
Okay, no, that's good.
They're definitely like doing the little step,
Yeah,
but they're not really like
don't like what they smell.
pulling on
Okay.
pulling on your reins.
No, I was just relying on their perception as opposed to like there might be something more
Right.
than just your farm animal slaughter going on here,
Right.
like something supernatural. So, all right, then, like I said, I'll bring them, but I'll hang back like 15 feet from the party and
Okay.
just try to keep these animals calm till I can find a place to tie them off or whatever.
So where would you all like me to start? I mean, what can I tell you that's going to help figure this mess out?
From the beginning, sir, if you please.
Well,
While-
grandfather
While he's
got this land as a grant from the previous mayor.
Gonna be a while. Strap in.
maybe not quite that far back from the beginning. Maybe when things just sort of stop.
Started to turn bad.
Yeah, when he started
Well-
telling that tale, Dalen just kind of slid up underneath him, cross-legged.
I'd like to offer the GM a hero point because I saw that coming and he fell for it. That was good.
The immense look of
I-
disappointment comes when the druid interrupts him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Normally when people come asking questions, it's one of the scholarly types, like your friend there. Not the first time I've had to tell my lineage. They say the records are important, but all right. So 2 nights ago, we heard the first, well, I don't know what you'd call it, sign of gravelly, like stones rubbing together, or maybe an avalanche. I don't know. What does an avalanche sound like? But the last bard that was through here told us a story about avalanches. It had to be something like that. Deep, rumbly, not like a beast I've ever heard, but that was fine. All right. The animals were a little crazy. I went out and did my rounds and didn't see anything at first. And then the following night, same thing, growling. Went outside and there it was, big as day, twice as ugly as any bear I've ever seen. Slightly red, though. Don't think I've ever seen any red bears, but it was a little red, tinged, really. Kind of had a weird aura. It was like dusk almost when this happened. And I knew better. I ran into the house, slammed the door, told the missus to crawl under the bed. And I stand by the door. And the noises I heard, the screaming, the just horrendous, felt like days. Eventually it subsided and I stuck my head out the window. And there it was, dragging one of the big old oxen over the hill. And that's when I went running for the druid. Druid's been a good person around here. We give him shelter every now and then. Henry's a good sort. When Mayor decided that he was expanding the field lands, I jumped on it at first. Get a grant for more land, why not? And then more people started showing up with more grants. Well, I had some money saved up, so I bought it fair out. But I heard some of the other families were given some kind of contract to pay for their land. Don't rightly know what it was, wouldn't show it to me. But I knew that was a bad idea. But hey, what's more land? I can do some more stuff with more land. Apparently, at the same time, the old mill got hit that same night. That's about all I know.
You guys are gonna love this the
Uh,
Stardew Valley music I got playing while he's doing his bit.
Is there anything else I can help you with? I mean, you could free to look around. Might find something. Honestly, I haven't moved too much past our own fields.
You have a stable nearby for our mounts.
It's bloody,
Hmm.
hence the animal attack.
Is there something a little further back, like the big tree over here on our right?
Yeah, you could use the big tree.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
with your permission, my lady.
Grandpappy
I'll
planted that tree.
take
Oh,
the
maybe you
horses
didn't plant it.
over,
I don't know.
get the saddles off them, make the horses comfortable for a minute while these guys are coming up with a plan.
And yeah, I'll take him up on the offer to be able to look around. So
Be with you
All right.
presently, Inspector. Go make the horses comfy, yank the saddles, that kind of thing. So they can sit there and graze for like a couple hours or whatever we wander around. But
Douglas, any thoughts from you, sir? I mean, you heard the story. Sounds like a beast.
I want to cast. I can't speak either. I want to cast the detect magic spell.
Okay.
Just let me find my.
This is a buttons.
There we go. Okay. So how do I do that?
so
There we go.
here.
inspire courage.
Okay. So
Okay. Let's see here. So you're just doing the regular one?
Yep. Just a plain old regular detect magic. See if anything pops up.
There is something. You're not familiar with it. You can't put a name to it. It's nothing that you have ever, depending on how you equate your detect magic, maybe it's something that you haven't felt, maybe it's something you haven't tasted or sensed before. But there is something still palpable in the air even now, but it is slowly dispersing. There's just a hint of it.
I'm going to wander around where it looks like some of the major damage has been done, or anything that looks out of the ordinary, and see if there's anything that makes any sense.
All right. Farum, you're up. What you doing?
Make sure Douglas stays out of trouble.
So you're just going to tail him, follow him around, keep your eyes up, swivel?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, just go ahead and give me a flat perception check to represent your awareness. And take go ahead and take a +2 on that.
Nice. Mighty kind of you.
Because I assume you're taking your job seriously.
I am.
All right.
Yes, looking after druids full time.
Unless you're trying to tell you the difference between a deciduous or coniferous tree.
Or long,
God,
I can say,
didn't know
or
what those words meant 6 months ago.
or a long time, right? Whatever. Anything doing with the druid takes a long time.
Well, that's a mighty roll of a 14.
So 16 on your perception. All right. Oh, no wombats are going to sneak up on you. All right. Let's see here. Let's go with Dalen. What you going to do anything? Maybe see if you can get that story out of the you're being
sorry.
silenced. Psychic not here yet.
So I'm gonna approach the farmstead owner.
Okay.
And ask him if he would mind sharing his tale with me.
Which tale would you like to hear, son? I know quite a few. I was at my granddad's knee from the time I could understand.
So I'm gonna cast Join Pasts. Stay still, please. And then touch my forehead to his. And absorb his thoughts and experiences.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Just a bit.
All right. Well, like I said, Granddad got the land back when the mayor's great-grandfather was actually in charge of this town. That was a good man from all accounts.
Yeah, and he just sits down cross-legged. And
it really
starts
wasn't
jotting
until his son, what we call Marcia the Senior, took office. He came back from the capital with ideas. And first idea was he was now Marcia the 11th. Can you imagine that, swearing that you were, the 11th of your line? Please. We all know here that, he just really it was the third, if you even had his granddaddy's name. Now his son's doing the same thing. He is the 12th. Like, that's going to increase his reputation with us folk out here. How long you've been in charge of this. It's only been 4 generations. You're the 4th, Sonny, not the 12th. We haven't been ruled that long. Heck, we were just small hamlets not that long ago. There's some people here who still remember that. Well, back in that time, the quarry, fancy word for fancy stones, was a mine. Small mine. It made some good money, copper mostly. Some zinc, none of that blood crystal stuff that the capital likes to hoard over, just the normal minerals. And shoot, Mayor's father was the one who found the red marble, made a business out of it. Son's doing the same thing. Son's just taking it a little bit further than his father did. So, and he starts rambling on some more as you're sitting there.
As he rambles on top of his words, I'm absorbing like his thoughts and experiences and memories. And keep him tied up, let the investigators do their work.
All right. Arnor, what are you doing now that you have the horses all secured and good to go?
Arnu, I'm going to join my companion. I don't see her on the map though.
She's
I'm
over
here.
by the blood splatter, by the far northeast, by the patch of beans.
I hadn't.
There's a small garden and a blood splotch.
Gotcha. All right, I'll join her and have a sniff and look around, see if I can't back her up with my I wouldn't call it extraordinary senses, but a different set of eyes and a nose, as it were.
All right. Why don't you two go ahead and give me a perception check of the area? I mean, you are actually like physically searching, I take it.
Yeah.
There's this is an awful lot of damage done for one stone bear. So I'm thinking that there was probably more.
Okay.
We should ask the nature types if this is in a bear's nature to come this far or to do something very specific like this. I don't know much about bears, but this looks like it's on purpose, not just something looking for food.
Ten. Did you want more than one roll?
No,
Jered?
one roll's good.
Okay.
For right now, I mean, that's and 10 is with all of your stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. +6.
I never have luck
+6.
rolling with these things.
All right. That's all right.
10 as well.
Oh wow, you guys!
We agree.
There's a lot of blood. I can't.
There's too much blood.
There's just a lot of blood.
The whole
Uh,
crime scene is a mess. They've
Yeah,
moved everything. I don't know what else to say.
And how many CSI shows? It's like the crime scene seems to be.
They should have left the bodies here.
Crime scene seems to be contaminated because of the blood. Can't make sense of anything because of all this blood. If only the blood wasn't here corrupting the evidence.
So, Arnu, are you going to go grab the druid then, or the ranger, and see if they can make heads or tails of it? I mean, you guys are like, that's a lot of blood. It's definitely going off in that direction, but you can't make you're not seeing any paw prints that are like directly in front of you. I mean, you can see the damage. There's damage. You'd have to be a blind person not to see the damage.
Okay.
There's damage, but you can't find a paw print.
Okay.
Through all the foliage and blood. And is that a butterfly over there?
All
Yeah,
right.
that's you know.
I call out to the ranger. Hey, you, almost a druid.
I look over at him. I smile. I flip him the bird, and then I look over.
That's what I thought. They're not going to be very helpful.
We have to work on your people.
And if you had a really good if you had a really good perception check, here, jackass.
No, he had a 10. That's not very good.
Yeah, Douglas heard him though.
Probably. All right, Douglas, you heard them calling out to the ranger. What would you like to do?
Well, I wonder inside my head on who these people actually think that they are. And I'm going to have to come up with a way to knock their throne out from underneath them. So they must understand that us druids are very in tune with nature and things like that.
Yeah,
So-
that's one of the things with the valley, the druids, the rangers, the monks, they are respected, but they're not members of any of the councils, which is why they made their own around the same time. They're considered throwbacks to it's almost like throwing around the word gods in this area. It's frowned upon. They all revere their ancestors, and the fact that you guys are revering nature kind of sets them on edge a little bit, kind of gives them a funny feeling in their teeth. But when times are needed and power is needed to, like in this area, make fields grow, that there's no one better to go to than a druid. When animals attacks are on the rise, rangers are the first ones that the councils request aid from.
It's like going to Arby's when you're really hungry.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So no, so you're not liking the treatment that you're getting from these, as you can note, unfortunately, around the same rank as you, just in a different organization. Both initiates, both probably, if not their first, maybe their second mission together.
My paperwork's bigger than your paperwork.
You can definitely see I don't want to call it master servant relationship going on, but it's close. So, is there anything you would like to do though with that information?
Well, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to grab my companion here and just sort of nod in their direction. And maybe he will join me in moving over towards them, but I'm quietly going to say to him, we're going to have to teach these people a lesson. They need to learn to respect.
Oh, I already want to knock his teeth in.
Wow.
Little soft hands like him.
Easy, my friend. Your time may come.
All right.
Soft hand, I love it.
So we're going to make our way over and
Okay.
See what happens as we approach.
Okay. Go ahead and move your characters. And I think that brings us back to the beginning of this here conversation with our druid, who is furiously writing the stories, the wives'
Hard.
tales. Sorry. Yes, you're right. Gleeman.
Yep, Gleeman.
Too many druids are already on this page. So, what would you like to do? I mean, you're totally getting all the information you want. Maybe more information than you really wanted, but
Yep.
you're getting it.
Well, I'm
just gonna
recording the
continue?
relevant stuff. I'm, and then, after I've distracted him enough to let the others get to work, I will cordially bow. Thank you for your time, my friend.
And you guys are a fun bunch to have around. Like I said, we annually get you one of your order through here about once every 10 years or so. It's always a to-do, but I can't remember the last time we had Gleeman. Maybe when I was a kid. Those guys are always fun. He always had the best tales.
Well, perhaps once we've dispensed with these unfortunate circumstances, I can put on a show for your community.
That would be, we would pull out. I know some of the neighbors down the road got a stash of some good stuff, and we can make a mean meal.
If it's
That'd
been
be
10
good.
years, that's 10 years too long, my friend.
Oh, it's been longer than that since we had one of your order here. Like I said, most of the time we just get the scholars, the usual, tell us a story, or they write down, move on. We haven't had a good storyteller out of the group of them for at least 50. All right, so all of you need to go ahead and make a perception check if you're not already. Let's find out how well you are attuned to your local area.
22.
Mm-hmm. Not very good.
12.
17.
13.
Look, here they come. My people skills are fine. You talk to them.
Your people skills suck.
Then you talk to them. I'm gonna go change.
All
this book.
right, so let's see here. Anybody below a
They came over, didn't they?
16 does not see anything. Those of you who've got above 16, your heads whip around, and sneaking up from behind the barns with all the blood is a small pack of wolves. So, what would you like to do?
Oh, there's your problem.
Let's see here. Based on rolls, Dalen, you're first up right now on the non-initiated combat, but you noticed first.
Oh my. To arms, friends. And I'll cast Summon Instrument.
Damn it. This blood
Okay.
slaughter has attracted them.
All right. The rest of you, go ahead and if you click on your token and right click, after you have it highlighted, the sword and shield icon on the bottom right is how you get into combat.
All right. Should I worry about my animal companion, or we'll just put a pin in that?
How much of it did you get done? Did I even give it to you? I'm sorry.
No.
I did not give it to you.
That's okay. We'll just fluff it up for now.
Yep. I can configure permissions. You now are owner of it, so you can work on it when you want to.
Ooh, yeah. Thank you.
Uh-huh. So let's see here. So who are we missing on initiative? We're missing somebody on initiative. 2 people. Who's not done initiative yet?
Rolling
Let's
initiative, or
see
we're just using
here.
the
Cheryl,
Are we going off
Well,
of
not
our
initiative, but
perception? Are we
we
not?
did the combat thing.
Are we not?
No, it's coming in based on your perception. So
Yeah, Ferrum and Arno.
Do the
Okay.
combat
Roman
thing?
Arno.
What do you mean do
Well,
the
just-
combat thing?
and
Just-
yes,
Yeah,
It's-
click the initiative button.
so let me just go ahead and put you guys in then. Let's just
There's a roll
Team.
initiative on the if you click the little fist.
On the
Yep. But that's because this is how you actually get into combat. So you want to get into combat before you roll initiative. So it's this, like I said, click on your character token and
Yeah.
then right click, and it's the bottom right corner, swords and shield crossing. That'll make sure you're at least in the combat tracker. And that is everybody. So if you want to go ahead and roll
Okay.
initiative.
there we go.
If we're going off of our last initiative, or just we're going off of a new one with this?
New one with this. It's
Uh-huh.
just easier than trying to input everything. Douglas, if you click on the fist tab, it's right next to the chat tab. It should pull up the encounter and just click the little D20 next to your name. There you go. All right. So
Smashes it.
Mm-hmm. Top of the round.
Douglas, you hear the cry and you're the first to react. So what are you going to do, sir?
What's the distance?
You are pretty far. And so let's see here. If I click on you, there you go.
So 95 and 75?
Yep. To the two that you can see.
All right. And I can move 30, 25.
I believe you can move 25 feet
Okay. So 25.
for a movement action.
That puts me within 50. Well, let's get closer. So, what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And what does that give me for distance? $30. So let me just check.
Jessica, we need to free the horses.
I don't believe I just want.
I'll
take a
cover
look,
you.
see.
Go ahead, free the horses.
Am I close enough to cast Tanglefoot?
What's the? Does that have a range or just an area of effect?
Let's see. Vine. Let's see. It says a vine covered in sticky sap appears from thin air, flicking from your hand and lashing itself to the target. Attempt a spell check. It does not say.
So
It'll
you probably
show
just-
little icons underneath all
It's-
that spiel. It should say the range.
Oh, yep, there it is. 20 feet. So I am not close enough.
Okay.
Can and that's it. I can't move anymore.
No, you can move.
You
two
can
more
still you
times.
can move a total of 3 times if you really want to, but that would use up all of your actions. So you can move one more time and maybe get into range, and then cast it. So long as it's only a single action to cast.
No, I won't be able to do that. But if I score to here, well, I gotta take this off. 1 second. How do I take the measure tool off?
Click the little box tool.
Oh, box
Just
tool. Yep.
change-
Yep.
that
Thank you.
should put you to your select mode.
Okay, so I want to go here. And
Could you just
should be able to toss a javelin at it, shouldn't I?
Can you give a general direction for the podcast audience, sir?
Oh, yes, my apologies. So I've moved diagonally with 2 moves. First of 25 and then of... what else did I go? Probably another 15, so 35 feet, sort of diagonally to the southwest towards the wolf. And I'm going to
Is that a
draw...
well out in the open you're approaching?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if I have to draw, that'll take an action, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then I am done because I would have to draw a javelin. And since I'm
Might as
walking
well
around-
draw it. You still have 1 action left. You might as well take that action and draw it, so then you're ready for next round.
Yeah, because you might be able to throw it and do your tangled foot.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll swap my long spear for a javelin.
All right.
So I will draw my javelin.
All right, let's see.
I'm not going to leave your side. Just go. What's the plan?
All right. Next is Arnor. Arnu.
Okay. I'm not going to leave your side, Jessica. That's my job. So what's the plan?
The plan is not to die. I draw my bow.
Big smile. All right. Okay.
All right.
So
So
I will draw my war flail. I will
Okay.
draw my shield, and I will move up to a guarding position, full movement diagonally. Out, like, there's a garden about 15 feet to our south that they may or may not cross,
Mhm.
but I want her to have clear shots, right? So
Mhm.
I'm going to move sort of diagonally if I can. Was it 5 in the second diagonal? Second diagonal is double in the east, right?
yes,
So 5.
it should count up automatically for you if you use the measure token
If I use,
or measure tool. So if you click on your token
right. And then,
and hold down control
Right.
and drag it out wherever you want to go, once you're in the position you want to be at with
Yeah.
that. So if that's where you want to go,
yeah.
okay, hit spacebar
Okay.
while that's up. Sorry.
I think I have 25 feet, so.
Yeah.
Yoink. There we go. Okay, cool.
There you go.
Okay, so basically, zipping between Ferrum and Jessica, drawing weapon and shield, and setting myself up in a guarding position, and she's going to pull her bow. Yeah, let them come to us. Don't want to get surrounded by wolves. And I don't necessarily want to go too far south away from the horses either, so it's a good spot for now.
Yep.
And that's me. 1, 2, 3. Done.
All right. Mr. Wolf. There you go. Which wolf? This wolf. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are going to. Boom. All right, Mr. So the wolf is charging at you, Douglas. Charged right up at you. All 4 paws just digging into the ground, just full out running right at you. It must have sensed your readiness to attack him. So you're the closest target. He's going to attack you first. So he is going to try to bite down with his jaws. And Will an 11 hit you?
Will an 11. I have an
Mhm.
AC of 17.
So no, man. He lunges at you, jaws wide. You see it coming, and you just sidestep right out of the way, almost fast enough to bop him in the head yourself. All right. Next, we've got Wolfie Iii.
I appreciate you giving them cute names. It helps me feel better about their impending too.
Glad.
They're
glad.
not cousins.
That's
or
what I'm
anything,
here
right?
for.
Yeah.
Noticing that another one of his pack has howled and charged, the other wolf decides that he's going to do the same and starts making his way towards the closest person, which seems to be Mr. Stoneleaf. Farum, your turn, sir.
Oh, just looking at my options. So, my friend seems to have got himself into a bit of a pickle. Normally, who talks, they don't use their teeth. So, I'll mark out the first wolf that attacked him as my hunt prey. And you designate a single creature as your prey, and the focus of your attacks against that creature. You must be able to see or hear the prey. You must be tracking the prey during exploration, or you must be tracking the prey. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks while you seek your prey, and 2 to your survival checks when you track. You also ignore the penalty for making range attacks within your second range increment against the prey you're hunting. And you can have only one creature designated as your prey at a time. If you use hunt prey against a creature, when you already have a creature designated, the prior is lost, and the new prey gains the designation. Your designation lasts until your next daily preparation.
Okay.
So that's the wolf.
Basically, you're getting a bonus to do stuff against him.
Yeah. It's like,
Cool.
I got your ticket now, Wolfie.
I've studied you. I have read the records. I know where to hit you.
I know the things.
Gotcha.
How far away did Douglas get here from me?
Oh, 45 feet. 50, really.
Thereabouts. All right. Fair enough. Well, I'll draw both my start off in my main gouge. Fancy word for a big knife. And that's one action, and then take my third action and move towards that wolf.
Okay.
We can only move cardinal, right?
No, you can do diagonal.
Oh,
You just, so like you just did with the measurement. So
Yeah.
if you click on your character, hold control, and then before you click again, find where you want to go. So 25 feet,
right.
hit spacebar before clicking.
All right. Spacebar?
Yeah.
Something happen?
It's supposed to happen. So click is your character selected?
Okay.
Do you have it selected?
Okay, you have to click and
Okay.
drag. Gotcha.
Oh, that's not your character.
Arnu.
That's Arnu.
Oh, that would be. All right.
It's Arno.
Oh
All right.
no!
Arno.
Okay.
I get that a lot.
That's my 3 goes.
Alrighty. Dalen.
With me, Mr. Stoneleaf. And I will move.
Mm-hmm.
I will double move to here. And start my inspiring of the courage.
Okay. And since you told him to come here, he's going to follow you. About there. Okay. That inspiring courage. Give it to the people. And for the people at home, what does inspiring courage give them?
Inspire Courage gives me and all allies in a 60-foot emanation from me a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
So that's affecting about everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. It hits everybody. Oh, very good. And you guys can grab that and drop it on your characters, and it should automatically apply.
We haven't.
So we do
It says
that.
spell effect.
Or if it's still in the top corner of your
Says
little window, it says expired.
Yeah.
You can deselect it by right clicking and then reapply it, and it will show up there.
Nice.
Okay, how do we reapply it?
Just grab it out of the chat window and drop it on
The
your
icon
token.
for it.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Jessica. You see the chaos erupting around you, but though they seem
Sorry.
ill-suited to
grab
begin
what?
with,
Grab what?
so in the chat,
So-
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so in the chat window, beside where it says Inspire Courage, there's that little like
Suitcase.
flex
Yeah.
icon. Just drag that icon
It's
and
not-
drop it
it's
onto
not-
your
it's not
character.
It's
doing-
not going.
It's not doing it.
Use
Okay.
the words where it says spell effect, inspire courage.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. That's right. Thank you.
Still
Cole.
not showing up, but
The one that has like the little suitcase image beside it.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
mhm.
How do we know if it's active?
It'll be
It'll
in the
highlight
top-
when you-
top
Did you-
corner.
Drag it onto your character sheet or your token.
Oh, okay. Onto the sheet, and yeah, it's popped up at the top right of the screen now. 1 round remaining.
Mhm. And if it's expired, it will tell you it's expired, as we found out.
Can you
So-
can you drop that on the token as well to make it work?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I did it.
It's easier than
on the
me
token.
blocking the screen with my sheet. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, yes, Jessica, you notice that as ill-suited as they might have been, the druid and ranger seem to be working very well in tandem with each other. The bard has taken command of the civilian and seems to be attempting to protect him while buffing the entire group all at once. You are feeling the presence of the inspired courage,
Mhm.
and you've got a wolf, 2 of them that you can see currently.
Right. So I want to move up to where'd it go?
Oh, you can move 30 feet per turn, I believe. No, yeah, 35 feet for you,
Oh,
because
fancy.
you've got the benefits of the
Okay.
Fey-blooded. So you can move 35 per turn. So you could theoretically get really close, maybe even right on top of the wolf from where you currently are. Yeah, you could do it if you wanted
Yeah, but
to.
there's everybody's concentrating on that one. There's still one way over here.
Yeah, there is. You could go that way.
Right. So I wanna move up 35 feet. But
Okay.
for some reason, oh, there I go. I want to move there. And then okay, he might be out of range, but yeah, he definitely is out of range. I think.
No, you've got a 60-foot range is the first range increment. It'll shoot. It'll
Mhm.
shoot 10 times that range, right? You have a 600-foot range on a 60-foot bow. It just take penalties within the next 60 feet.
Yeah, I have a crossbow though.
Oh,
Not
oh,
a-
is it 80? I don't know if they've changed it, but
Let
yeah, that's
me check here.
the range given on the weapon is just your first range increment, and then it doubles and triples, and as far as I know.
Yeah, there's range increment that's still there. I don't know what the top is for each weapon, but
Well, she's 85 feet though. The class.
oh yeah, we're totally within it. I'm thinking like 5 or 10.
Well,
something
the
like that.
crossbow used to have 80. I don't know what the new one has.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking. It's one of the few things that's actually not on the initial information
Okay.
for this.
Crossbow? What are you using?
Like in the description of the crossbow.
Like
Is
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
like the P2E crossbow.
Yeah.
Crossbow. Right?
Let's just say 80 feet and go with it for right now.
Yep.
Makes sense.
120.
Ooh,
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Even better.
nice.
There you go. You're
Nice.
within range.
Okay, so I will shoot.
So the first
Wolfie
thing you
over
want to
here?
do is hover over the wolf.
Yep.
And hit T.
And hit T. Okay.
Okay. Then on your character sheet, hit the
Mm-hmm.
die roll for your damage or for your attack.
That's on the actions tab.
Yep. So now it shows up as crossbow. So what you're going to want to do is hit strike +7.
Okay.
And that
And
should
then hit
roll
roll.
it.
22.
So
Nice.
22 is going to hit. So then,
I hit damage.
yep.
7 points of damage.
First
All
blood.
right.
Yeah, good hit, Chamberlain.
And you deal 7 points to the wolf. Wolf is hurt. It's definitely took that blow, but it's still on its feet. It's whimpering a little bit. Blood is definitely pumping. And it now is definitely noticed you, but it seems a little wary for a second. Like it's questioning whether it's going to continue what it's doing or run away. Like I said, it's bleeding. It's damaged. Your hits hard, but not hard enough.
Okay.
Brings us back to the top of the order. Douglas.
Douglas. I'm going to, I need to do this and target this guy, correct? And I'm going to cast Pummeling Rubble.
Okay.
Just get
Pummeling rubble.
There we go.
Oh, I'm going to select the wolf. Save DC 16 reflex. And let's hope that this works. Oh, I think it did. And saving throw, reflex 13 against your DC of 16. No, it does not. It's like, what is this? And then, so roll damage.
Excellent.
And all right, do you have the option to apply it, or is that just on my screen? I'm just
I
curious.
think he needs to target it.
So if you click on him like you're selecting him like he is your own token, so that you have the border around it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hit the minus full damage, I believe. Apply full damage to selected creature.
Oh, that's cool.
Except it gave it to me.
That's probably because you had your character selected.
But I did what I was told.
Yep, I'll do it. I got it. It's fine. I was just curious. I can apply it.
Oh,
That's good.
Why are you stoning yourself?
Um,
Why are you stoning yourself?
Somebody got to give me back the
What's your full
that-
health total?
20.
20.
Healthy boy.
You can always
There
go
we go.
back into your sheet, Corey, and just bump it back up.
All right. So very similar to Jessica. You hit it. It's hurt, but it doesn't seem to be nearly as hurt as the one Jessica hit. This one seems more pissed off now than anything else. All right.
That's a 2 action, so I still have
Yep.
1 left.
Yep, you
Just
should.
out of curiosity,
Certainly.
does Inspire Courage affect damage rolls from spells?
It affects damage rolls, correct?
Yeah,
So it should be a +2,
+1.
+1.
Yeah, so
you should have said, Jered, yes, +2.
No, I don't cheat.
Okay.
So you should get an extra +1 damage to that.
So that should have been an 8. I do have the Inspire Courage activated.
Yeah, that's why I was curious about that.
I'll just say it does for right now. I mean, I never actually was paying attention to see if the damage from the crossbow
It
bolt
says
affected
attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear. I would
so it might
assume
not
that
be
any-
automatic. It's just one of those things that we're gonna have to
No,
pay
it added
attention
it. It added it to Jessica's attack.
Did it?
Yeah.
2d4. I see. I wasn't paying enough
So maybe it
attention,
doesn't apply to
apparently.
spells. I don't.
It very well not apply to spells. Oh yeah, there it is. The +1. I had to scroll up. Yep. All right. Yeah, +1 inspiring courage, and it didn't show up on the spell. Okay. Either on the reflex or save DC increase. So all right, cool. All right, that brings us to wolf number 1.
Well, I still have one action left.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
That's correct. I realize that a javelin is not normally a melee weapon, but can I can I poke him with my javelin?
Yeah, -2.
Okay, so let's do that. So we're going to do that. And we just do an attack, correct?
Just do a normal attack, and then I will subtract 2.
It might be cheesy, Corey, but have you moved from that square this round?
No, I haven't.
Beside dancing? DM, would he be allowed to take a free 5-foot step back and then
He
throw?
can take a step.
And then
No,
throw the
a
javelin?
step is an action now.
Oh, it just doesn't provoke.
It just doesn't provoke.
That's the bonus. Okay, never mind. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's actually a really cool mechanic because it plays heavily in stealth in combat. You can get some pretty crazy bonuses if you're hidden, or take the hide action in combat and stay hidden afterwards. All right, 18 will hit. Well, -2 is a 16. So I believe that still hits. Yes, you hit by 1. Good job. You score a hit right across its muzzle. Roll the damage. 4 plus your strength is 7. Wow, dang. You are inspiring courage. That's fine.
That's right, because we get the +3.
There it is. It's being applied. Look at you, Mr. Uber Druid.
Absolutely.
A wolf is now looking more like the other wolf. It's still up and about, but it's bleeding. It's not happy. So now it's the wolf's turn. Yeah. Oh, this wolf here is hearing stuff, so it's gonna make a run for it. 35 to there. And 35 to here. So this next wolf's going to be running around the edge of the house and charging straight up past the wounded wolf that Jessica shot at. And you're going to see it come flying around the corner. Dirt clods and everything coming off of its padded feet as its claws dig deep into the soft soil. And that is its turn. So it brings us to Arnu.
Okay. Well,
It is your turn.
my job is to protect the lady, so I will run past her and the ranger towards the new wolf. And I'm hoping to put myself in a tactical position where I'm still within 30 feet of her if I have to double back in case this one wolf gets through our druidic dude. 2 on the horizon, and they are also closing in on horses, which I don't like at all. So I'm going to take 50 feet, 2 moves. Actually, you know what? I will go 75, and I'll go nose to nose with this thing.
Okay.
Okay. So I run past Jessica, and I'm like, keep their attention. Hit it again. And I go for the new one. 75 foot, 3 basic 25s, puts me right at his door.
Okay.
And it takes all 3 actions to get there, but I am hoping to draw aggro, so
All right.
Well,
go jogging past.
The wolf that hit Douglas, his turn is going to, in turn, attack the Douglas.
I'll also call out as I run by the other guys. Like there's 2.
Okay.
2 north of the building. Just so they're combat aware.
Yep. So the wolf lunges with its jaws wide open and gets you right in the femur, just tears, and it's real bad, real bad. You are knocked prone by this attack while taking 8 damage, sir.
Ouch.
Ooh.
So you are also prone, which I believe is a condition. Nope, that's invisibility.
The Druid turn invisible. He's amazing.
I know prone's on here somewhere. Well, you're prone, so does anybody? So yeah, prone. And for those of you who don't know, prone is you're lying on the ground. You are flat-footed and take a -2 circumstance penalty on attack rolls. The only move action you can use while you're prone are crawl and stand. Standing upends the prone condition. You can take cover while prone to hunker down and gain cover against ranged attacks. Even if you don't have an object to get behind, gaining a +4 circumstance bonus to AC against ranged attacks, but you remain flat-footed. If you would be knocked prone while you're climbing or flying, since neither of those things were happening, you don't have to worry about it. So for right now, you are taking a -2 on attack rolls. You can only crawl or stand and are flat-footed for the majority of this next turn.
Okay then.
All right.
Nice.
You tell him the good news?
The good news is that it's the next wolf's turn.
I was thinking more.
He didn't land on his keys?
Standing up doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity because only a smattering of creatures and fighters get attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's
so
right.
you can jump up.
We
Yeah.
have to.
Every people,
It
And-
totally does provoke an attack of opportunity.
And yes,
Wolf
I
probably
know.
doesn't
but the
have that.
odds, the odds are saying like most people are
I
hesitant
just
to
ended that
stand.
wolf's turn early. I just realized that,
Sorry.
but that's my own mistake. So we're just going to roll with it.
It's all in the wood.
Otherwise, it would have had 2 more attacks, and that would have just been bad for you.
Likely won't provoke. Odds are. Sorry.
All right.
Trust the
Wolf
bard to slam me on
2
my wording, right? To be careful.
is going to come up here,
Just
and
love it.
now you are surrounded by 2 very vicious dogs, sir. Arnu. Very vicious dogs. And this one is going to attack you.
I growl back at them.
All right. It's like challenge accepted.
Good rolls, good rolls.
Yeah, right. But he's got pack attack, which is.
Oh, no,
nope, that's just on an attack.
I'm
Okay, not a
saving
hit.
these soft hands for you, Baron.
Oh, great. Ugh. So the wolf's jaws miss you nimbly as you fall on your butt and roll out of the way and back up on your feet. And
The great wolf spirit protects
No.
me.
yes, exactly.
Come get some
They're very confused for a
suckers.
second
Yeah.
because they're like, "What just happened?
Yeah.
I had this in the bag,
Yeah.
and I just missed."
That's right.
So it's going to
Please don't giggle at your
Well-
protector.
no.
It's distracting me from my job.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's gonna end its turn there because it didn't hit its.
It's very
attack, so
embarrassed.
It's a little sheepish right now. It's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Barum, you're up, buddy.
How dare you attack me?
Things are happening.
Yeah, after seeing dudes getting pounced on and kind of doing another ah,
Yeah,
and then the wolf goes up. Yeah, shit.
you gonna charge
Oh,
forward? You're
yeah.
gonna charge forward.
I take two of my actions to close the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right there.
Yep. All right.
And then I will use.
Go for the flank.
Nah, I don't need that. I only got one attack.
I was thinking of your friendly druid.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I got buttons for this. So now I use Twin Takedown. You swiftly attack your hunted prey with both weapons. Make 2 strikes against your hunted prey. One with each of the required weapons. If both hit the same hunted prey, combine their damage for the purpose of resistance and weakness. Apply your map multi-attack penalty to each strike normally.
Okay. So roll those.
Yeah.
So target the wolf with T. So hover over it so you get the little thing and hit
Press
T.
T.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Now I got I have you now.
Yes.
All right. I'll lead with the star knife.
Now, out of curiosity, though, does your hunted prey have an icon that you could possibly drag and drop on the wolf?
I know I have the one that came with that's built into the system here.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have. It's more the hunter prey is more like self buffs.
Does it have
Okay.
Does it have an effect thing that you can drag out?
Just like I don't have your character sheet in front of me.
Is
So
there an icon we can give him that's unused that wouldn't affect his stats to signify that he's been targeted?
That's what I was actually hoping for was something.
I can only have one, so it could be kind of conceived that whoever I'm directly targeting is my hunted.
Right. Okay.
Until we get more familiar and
no, that's fine.
there.
Is there,
like I said, some of these
hunted prey like on your character sheet you can drag into chat to see if it'll.
There is. It's in chat right now.
I don't see it.
It was further up.
Yeah. I can link it again. Here. Boom.
Yeah, it's just for track, which is a skill.
Bummer.
No.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
like I
more
said.
self buffs than it is like hindrance to them.
I'd still try it. I'd drag the track onto the wolf that you've targeted. It might carry. Couldn't hurt.
Sure. Ryan lacks user permission to create new own item. No.
Track is just a skill anyhow for a survival check.
True.
If you're tracking something.
True, but I
So-
was hoping that the system though would incorporate all bonuses.
Not yet.
Bummer.
All right, so go ahead and roll your 2 attacks
All right.
with the penalties.
Yeah. First done for the first one. It's just a straight normal attack.
Yep.
So, and the Spire Courage is right there. I like that. First stab, 14 to hit.
And that is a miss.
Boo. Main gouge. Second stab,
Swoosh.
left.
And a swoosh. I mean, you came in with all of the piss and vinegar of youth and just slide tackled right into the wolf and missed both of your attacks.
I slide right underneath the wolf. I'm like, I'll be really cool. I'll slide under, I'll disembowel it, I'll eviscerate it, and then I'll come up with the other side. And I'm so amazed. I slide under it, but I forget to actually attack the wolf at the same time. It looked really cool.
It was, I mean, if they had magical YouTube, it would be like perfect on the thing. It would have been great. That would have been
Wolf slide challenge.
like
Hashtag.
totally worth it. So
Perhaps it's a magical wolf.
yes, so that is all of your actions that you want to take.
Yes, sir.
All right. Dalen, you're up, sir.
All right, so I will re-up my Inspire Courage. So if everybody wants to grab their buff.
Nice.
And take off the expired
one.
one from the
Yep.
top corner there.
Go.
So that's my first action. My second action, I will draw my bow.
Ferrum's rubbing off on you. It's picked up the accent. 5 minutes. No, with the locals, it's good. He blends.
Yeah. And I will fire upon the wolf.
All right, hit it.
I'm going to try.
Ooh,
Should
that
I-
is a hit.
16
by
is a
one.
hit.
By
Ooh.
1, that is a hit, sir.
I will take that.
Hit the damage button. You can do it.
Boom.
Use the inspiring courage.
5 damage.
Look, very good. The wolf is it's hurting bad, but it's still up. It's definitely now questioning its attack, and you can definitely see that it's contemplating running away. So that brings us up to Jessica.
I will shoot my Wolfie again.
All right. Oh,
26.
that is going to hit, madame.
Sweet.
Damage.
Roll the
Crit?
damage.
Oh, Jan. Sorry, too.
It is not a critical. It's close, though.
Sorry, I'm kind of in
That's
the way.
sad. It's close.
I am side by side
But-
with a target. You can blame me.
It will. Oops, I gave that to the wrong wolf. So let me do that 3 and give it to this one instead. All right, so we're back at the top of the combat order. Douglas, it is your turn.
Don't I get another attack?
No, because it's a crossbow. You fired.
Right,
Reloaded.
right. Sorry.
She gets,
Sorry, forgot what I was using.
You could make another attack, but is a -5 really worth it?
Nope, that's fine. It's all good.
Do you want to move?
You could move. True.
No, I'm all right where I am.
All right, Douglas, you're up. And it's Wolfie number 1.
I'm going to go for another pummeling rumble.
You are prone and
Oh,
flat-footed.
yes, I forgot about that. Excuse me. I'm going to stand up.
Okay. You take an action to stand up. You've got 2 left. I believe that's how that works.
Oh no, it's a homebrew world. Attack of opportunity wolf. It's got it written down, his own homebrew monster.
No, not yet. We're
Damn
not
it.
fighting an elemental monster right yet.
Damn it.
Okay. I didn't say it was a Frostfang wolf. Now, did I?
Sorry.
How many actions is Pummeling Rumble?
2.
Sweet. So you can still do that.
Yeah, so we're going to do that.
I forgot. We can recall nature. Maybe look for a weakness of these things.
Yep, you could.
Not that we're doing horrible.
No, you're actually doing really good. I foresee 100 experience points in your future.
Sweet.
So how about your DC reflex, sir?
All right. Well, put it up there so that I can. Oh, you did. Thank you. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry. I'm behind for a change. All right. We will. Oops. We will select the wolf. We will do this again. Select the wolf and boom. I think he's going to be good. Yeah, that's a 16. That's exactly what he needed.
Excellent.
He bounces around, but yeah,
It's like
ducks, dodges,
He
weaves.
still takes half damage.
Yep, still takes half damage. So roll that damage.
if you ever seen the anime, the Dungeon Only I Can Ender, he has that spell. He forms a rock bullet, like he forms a bunch of rocks, then sprays target. It's really cool.
Well, sir, the good news is 3 damage is enough to put it out of commission. It might have dodged and weaved all together, but it still took enough damage to one rock just hit square between the eyes, and it drops lifeless
Excellent.
on the ground. How do you feel, Druid, for killing an animal of nature?
Well,
How do you feel? No. All right.
Not very good, but it was, me or them.
No, that's
Yep.
true. That's very true. All right. Wolf number 1 is dead. So that means that Arnu is up and swinging.
You killed the wrong wolf.
No, I didn't. Did I?
You gotta.
No, he's not. Not. I mean, the symbol is
shit.
on the wrong horse.
I'm sorry.
Wolf.
I am. It's because the dang box that goes around the animals when you select them, I got all kinds of confused. So it's actually the wolf's turn. So
Time to die.
you're the only one there, so it's
Yep.
going to attack you.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, I did a triple move, which means my shield's not up.
Right. So you no shielding.
No shielding.
And does a 26
Ouch.
hit you? Does it hit you?
It's so close, but yeah.
So, well, since it's Jaws attack, you are now knocked down. And since it has a friend next to it, it's going to do extra damage.
So they get like a free grab pull trip thing. Yoink.
They get pack attack, which
They
so
get
long the wolf strike deals an
Yes.
extra 1d4 damage to a creature within reach of reach of at least 2 of the wolf's allies.
Yes, that would be his buddy. But what about
Yep.
him? So he hits my AC and get,
Mhm.
get
Oh no, that wouldn't have worked then.
What?
It's because if he needs 2 allies, there's only 1 ally.
Read it.
Okay, the wolf's strikes deal 1d4 extra damage to creatures within reach of at least 2 of the wolf's allies.
Yeah, so that wouldn't work.
So it would need all 3 around him. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
that,
That's
that
fine.
wasn't
That's
my
still
question
damage.
though, GM. I was asking
Yes,
about how
what was your question?
in a single strike he gets to damage me, grab me, and pull me. There's no athletics check or anything, or
Nope,
Okay.
because he has an action called knockdown,
Okay.
which is requirement the monster's last attack was successful with a strike that lists knockdown in its damage entry effect. The monster knocks the target prone.
cool.
So because its jaws is considered the catalyst,
Yeah.
it gets the effect.
No, not arguing it. I just like hear the mechanic of it. So yoink.
Yeah. No, so
Yoink!
basically, so long as he had 2 actions remaining, he can pull this off.
Oh, okay.
But it's like automatic.
Yeah, but it burns is that there's the rub. It
burns the second.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I got you. So grab
Whereas the pack attack is a passive ability.
okay. So damage.
6 damage.
Ow.
Sure.
Does it do that auto or do I take it?
Yep, I does it auto.
Okay.
Arnu gets damage for 6 hit points.
And I'm on my butt.
It's only about a third of your health.
And I'm on my butt.
Maybe a quarter.
Flailing around.
Yep, you are flat-footed. So if we open up the conditions and we drop flat-footed on there. So yeah, he comes in, grabs your ankle, and rips out.
Okay.
And
I feel I should have expected this.
You think?
And of course, I can't find flat-footed. Oh, there it is. There you go. You're flat-footed and prone.
I'm up front protecting the civilians. If I wait for them too long, they come back. I'll never hear the end of it from that guy that almost made Druid.
Right. Prone, sorry. That's the one I actually want to drop on you is prone, which basically just means you're on your butt.
Okay.
And flat-footed.
Okay.
There we are. They're both on there. Both conditions, flat-footed and prone.
Okay.
All right. So Wolf is done. Now it is your turn.
All right. So, first action, I get up.
Yep.
Please remove conditions.
So right-click the conditions. Can you actually remove them? you
Yeah,
can.
it looks like it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Second action, raise shield.
Okay.
And
Click the button.
And third action, I don't think there's a button for that.
There's like a check mark, I think, for raise shield for you on your character sheet. I thought.
Just I got one where I can break my shield.
No, it's not break.
My AC is 19. I think that's with shield, and I just tell you it's
Okay.
17 without it. Like because I can, I guess I can
It
equip.
might just be because of it's probably because it's equipped.
I can just equip and unequip as we go. But anyway,
Yep.
so shield up. Okay, so get up, shield up, and I will strike the wolf to the south of me that's already wounded, trying to finish it off.
Okay.
With the
Swing, sirs.
wolf
Swing.
flail. Pleased to be flailing at the wolf.
So click the attack button.
Yeah. No modifier.
One of them.
Woohoo.
Ooh,
23.
23. That is a hit.
Whoa.
That is
Eat
it
it.
is
16 points of damage.
mhm.
That's wow. That's why you brought me. Splat.
16 points of damage that I'm applying to yourself. Awesome.
What?
No, just kidding. I had you still selected from the last attack, so it almost happened. It almost did. And your flail comes around with all the momentum and anger of
My
your
turn.
profession. And I mean, this thing had the gall to mar your perfect armor. Your perfect armor, almost preventing you from getting that accolade to make you higher up into the order. And it had the nerve to mar your perfect armor. And the flail just comes right on around and crushes its head, its brains, its eyeballs bounce off your shield.
Yeah.
It's
Not
dead.
to plug the wolf trope, but I guess I'll be whining about that later. Okay, cool.
I don't know. Maybe I might have to apply the damage to yourself now.
Oh no.
Okay,
And,
so that
and
brings
that's
us
my
to
yeah. That's it. I'm done.
Wolf, who is dead. So that one's actually dead. And then the next wolf, who is also dead. So, Farron, your turn.
Right.
Dalen, you're up after him. Go ahead.
Well done, Douglas. Now, as for this last one here. Spin my daggers, stick them both in their sheaths.
Mm-hmm.
Next action, pull out my short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Third action, 60. So it's for me to it is just into the next range.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
but
short bow, I believe.
I
is
apologize
60.
for the shield bonus I'm giving him.
Yeah.
It cuts right through my
So-
square, so unfortunately.
Is there cover bonus?
Yeah, plus
'Cause
one.
There's no precise shot anymore.
No, it's
Mm-hmm.
I was just reading up. On
If
it.
you take, well, you already used 2 actions.
Yeah,
didn't
you could move.
I mean,
No,
you could
just
take
shoot.
it at a -2.
You said it's only a +1 soft cover?
Yeah.
Okay, soft cover +1. Yeah, let's go with it. If you still want to do it.
Yeah. I'll look it up in the meantime. But yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So let me just move my target over to that guy. I will roll, strike, the short bow, inspire courage. Outside of range, what's the penalty for going for
Minus
each
2.
ranging? -2.
-2. So you're at -3.
Okido, and I roll. What do I get?
Almost a 1. You hit though. 21.
Nice.
Is that with the -3?
Yeah, that's built in.
Okay, cool.
I'm lifting my boot, frowning at my armor, and the arrow goes right under.
Watch where you're shooting, fool.
That was a good shot.
That's
7 damage.
7 points.
All right. 7 damage to the wolf. He is almost, I'd say that's about a fourth of his damage taken.
Yeah. No, that was a good shot.
Very good.
I-
That was a good shot.
I clap my soft hands.
All right.
Soft clap.
No one
Dalen.
hears it.
Almost like a soft clap.
Dalen, your turn.
I will re-up my Inspire Courage.
Yep.
So grab the effects, folks. And I am going to take a shot on the wolf
Okay.
through it might be more than soft cover for my angle.
Nah, you're still at the bottom corner of him, so
All right.
it's not. You're not shooting directly through him.
It's within my range increment, yay. So I will do a -1. And roll. Just a roll. Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
14.
Oh, just misses. Just misses. You plink into you overcompensated for going under the shield, and it just hits right at Arnu's foot, just like right below it, just right in the dirt, skitters off, plinks off of his boot covering.
All right, and for my final action, I will. Oh, it's too far. Okay, well then somebody else is gonna get it.
All right.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Jessica. So grab that effect, Jessica.
Okay, hold on.
Accept my spell.
Accept my guidance.
Yeah, really.
You should take these classes in college.
Starts telling you about it. Zoom video. Calling out.
All right.
What that
Cool.
does is you get a +1 status bonus to one attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check. You have to use it before the end of your turn, and you have to declare what you're going to use it for.
So,
Okay.
Use it for attack.
Yes, I will. Thanks for that.
okay. Moving
Okay.
on up. Are you running diagonally there?
Yes, I want to move over here so I don't shoot Jeff in the back
I mean,
or Arnu.
that's pretty close to shooting him in the back.
Well, everybody else shot him that close, so why not me?
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true. Why is the
And-
wolf shifting to the right?
That was going to be my tactic.
And yes, I will use the +1 for attack.
Okay.
Okay. $17.
Will hit.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
6 points of damage.
All right. He is about half health now. All right. That's all 3 of your turns, I believe. Move.
Yes, that was
shot,
me.
And you're reloading, I'm guessing.
Right.
Okay. Douglas, your turn, sir. You're hurt pretty, not horribly, but you're hurt.
Yes, definitely not terribly. What do we got over here? We got this wolf. So if we go 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I go there,
Yeah.
then I know will be in the way.
So that charge up towards in between the Arnu and Jessica, and you're hoping to do what?
I don't even want to toss a javelin.
Toss a javelin.
Right.
All right.
That'll only take one action to do that. And I have a second action I can move. So if I go 1, 2, 3, that takes me out in between.
Running past Arnu and Jessica, so you have a clear line of sight. That's a good idea. Unless you were trying to hit Arnu, which no one can
Yeah.
blame you for that.
Not yet. He hasn't annoyed. He hasn't annoyed me that much yet.
Gee, whatever happened to DM neutrality there?
Now,
Yeah, I am neutral. I'm an equal opportunity backstabber.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
yes. So I'm going to run diagonally to the northwest,
Mhm.
approximately 50 feet, and I'm going to toss a javelin
Gotcha.
at this wolf right there.
Gotcha.
Since I GM these guys in several games, I expect the heat to come down now that I'm a mere mortal. Yeah.
All right. So click the attack button, and we will see where we're at. Ooh, that's a hit.
A 19.
That is a hit. Good throw. Roll the damage. Ooh, 5. That
With my
might be
plus
pretty
3.
close.
So there we go.
Oh, it's close. It's hurting now. It's definitely bleeding from multiple hit places. And it's not looking good. But it is its turn. And it just got hit hard. Its buddies are down. It's looking around like, what am I going to do? So it is going to run. going to, yeah, it's going to sprint away. About away from you guys. It's about there.
It's going for the horses.
Yeah, actually.
Threw the line towards a tree. Get it.
Oh, that's its turn. Arnu. It's running for the horses.
I could say, like, I would have let it go, man. But you, if it's bolting towards the horses, then it's like, it's going for the horses. All right. My go?
Mm-hmm.
I drop my war flail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to, oh, sorry. Actually, first I will move 25 feet towards it. Do my little running measure. Second. Head towards it 25 feet to close the gap. Where are we going here? 25. Here we go. Get as close as I can with one move. So move up 25 feet. Drop war flail for free.
Mm-hmm.
Pull javelin for second action and throw and try to nail that sucker. And call out, he's going for the horses. And I fell out of the chat. Oh, I fell the game. No. Somebody tell me what happened. Did I hit it?
I don't think you.
I fell out of the game.
That's.
It did not dice roll.
He did not dice roll. I can do it for you.
Hang on a second. I got it. Let's come back in. 1 second. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's happening in slow motion.
There you are.
Right. So, as I was saying, target wolf.
Dun dun dun.
I got this. It's going for the horses.
It's no mess.
11. It just
It's a
throws
mess.
up in the
You
tree.
hit the horse.
No. They're mine.
You'll be
Damn it.
charged for that
That's gonna be my
damage. sir.
XP.
You'll be charged for that damage.
I meant like they're my horses to protect, but it's like, yeah, they're going for the horses. They're mine. And throw a javelin. It pings right off the back of the horse. Oh, it's like, it's going to come out of my paycheck.
All right.
I'm done.
So that's you.
Someone save me from myself.
Ferrum, your turn.
All right. How far is that wolf away? It's a long way. It's
135 feet.
so that's 3. Okay.
Move first.
I'm going to mark it as my
Your friend.
target. Yes, my friend, my buddy. We're gonna get along just fine. And I will move 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, space bar. Dante. Now the distance is 110. Now, because he's my prime target,
Oh, you get to ignore the first range increment.
I do.
He'll pass it
that's-
through my
that's-
square. Are you just trying to show off? Do I have?
This is either going
do
to
I-
work
do I-
really
I
well
got-
or really bad.
He's like he's
And depending on where you're sitting, that's a good thing.
using the wings on my helmet to line up the shot. Something like, what's going on here?
You'd think on a shot that far, the arc on it would be so far above your head.
I just see a line
Go
passing
ahead.
through my square, and I take personal offense. Yeah, go ahead.
So you're
Yeah.
what's that -3 then?
No, be almost -1.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Very good.
One day
Let's
we'll
do
be a
it.
party to be reckoned with if we stop bickering amongst ourselves. Or
Rolling,
promising that we will.
rolling.
So I just gotta
Just
add in
keep on rolling.
-1 into the roll
Mm-hmm.
there, and just
You have to scroll down.
no, do it. Natural 1.
Oh my god. Well, that's
That's
a
it.
critical miss.
Yep.
Do you want to do the card, or do you want me to just say you get hit, Jeff?
What? Oh, what happened to that big arc? That was way above my head. That great
He
big.
critically missed. He critically. It's in red. It's a critical miss.
I'll take the.
Critically missed.
I'll take.
critically missed.
I'll pull a card if that's my choice.
Poof, right in the back of the head.
All right.
It's right.
Isn't it my choice? Because I did the
Yeah, I was
attack?
gonna say, isn't it Ryan's choice? But yeah.
That's true, Ryan. What do you want to do?
Can I hear the card?
Yeah, you
I
know
know
what?
what
For the
happens if I
first
choose
night.
the
For
other
the
one.
first night, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
what
roll the
what are my
card.
options, Eric? So I either shoot you in the
Um,
ass.
Okay, so it says lost the target. So obviously I'm in the way of your line of sight. That doesn't sound good
Yeah.
for me. You take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
So that applies to Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Cool. That's what I'm going with that.
Oh, okay, so because of his shot,
Mm-hmm.
it screws up me on his,
Yes.
on his roll.
Yep.
I think we need to have a producer-to-producer talk at the end of the show.
Basically, his shot was so bad, it doesn't actually hurt you, but it's like dented your shoulder pauldron.
Oh,
And that's preventing your movement for your next swing.
Oh, this is lost of target. He
Because-
hits the helmet, right? And it spins it around from my face.
so,
What
like,
the hell?
you've only got one eye now.
All
Like,
right. All right.
you know.
All right.
Or, it's lodged in
As
your,
the
your
arrow sticking
gamberson.
into the helmet.
I see how it is here.
It's sticking into your gamberson, and it's just
Yeah, I
making
like
it
these trick
uncomfortable.
cards that only hit Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
bring it on.
Yeah.
It's called karma.
I can.
And I invited the karma's that I invited you to play with Jered's show. That's on me. Yeah. It's total
All
karma.
right. I mean, we could have just done, highs or lows. Does it actually hit the wolf, or does it hit Jeff?
I like
mean,
the
that's what I
fact that
normally do.
I'm taking a penalty as opposed to having to deal with an arrow in my ass, and then I got to turn around, give him back his arrow into his shoulder, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's how we get on. Yeah.
Okay. Dalen, it's your turn.
Okay.
Goofiness is happening over on the other side of the farm.
All right.
Walking around with the helmet on. Can't see.
I'm gonna double move
Okay.
and then re-up my
Courage.
courage.
All right.
So grab your effects, folks.
Jessica,
Yes.
your turn.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I'm getting bonuses.
Mustering
are.
the courage
Yeah.
not to laugh at my friend's misfortune.
Not to dictate what you should do, but you should move down like
I
10
am
feet,
going to
maybe
move.
15 feet, maybe probably actually a full movement down, and then shoot at the
Yeah,
wolf.
like let's not have me in front of everybody. They're all just like funneling in
I'm gonna move
behind me.
there.
Plenty of map. Thank you, partner. Plenty of map. In their defense, like if you're describing this, there's a building in the center, right? And I've kind of hooked around the corner,
Yes.
and the wolf's kind of on that line. So these guys were sort of down around that corner. So
And let's not forget, you decided to take on 2 wolves by yourself.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, you were fine up until the party started shooting at the wolves in your vicinity.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn. That's critical. All right.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
I dive for cover.
I'm not shooting at you.
Would you like me to pull a card?
Yes, please. We already did it for the other one.
Oh, it's up to Cheryl.
Alpha wolf.
Cheryl, do you want to? What was it?
You guys jinxed me.
Is it what is it? Hit the horse or hit the wolf? Let's not bring me in on this.
No, we won't.
I'm not
unless it's a
shooting
ricochet.
anywhere near you.
Spilled ammo. The ammunition from the weapon you're using falls from its container onto the ground. You can spend one interact action to pick up one piece of ammunition spilled this way. So you dumped your ammo, and now it costs you an action to keep loading on top of your loading because it's all on the ground
All
now.
right, that is what it is.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
It's pretty cool. There's no Jeff on that card. It's good. I like this card.
I don't know. Do you carry ammo?
The paladin
I
spends
do.
2 actions picking up your ammo because you're his boss.
Get over here. Get to stone.
Douglas.
You drop
And when
this.
you're done, empty the.
Yeah, and I would go with the bar's response. You drop this, stab. Anyway,
Yeah. Douglas. It's your go, sir.
Oh, very nice. Oh, let's see.
cards are fun.
25.
When you're done with that, empty the dishwasher.
Go inside and do that farmer's dishes. What?
Oh. All right, so we're going to move over there. And we're going to do something that's not a jig.
Something's
Yeah, you already did your foot dance.
Oh, there'll be more of that.
Foot
Don't
dancing.
you worry.
Okay.
I don't know, that tune that Dalen is playing is just so catchy.
I'm just.
I get knocked down. Then I get up again.
Oh man!
I would like to petition the GM for a hero point for Mr. Witt. That was good.
I'll think about it. I'll think.
Okay. And there's karma, Matt. See how that works?
The question is, are you going to
Touche.
use this hero point to help Jeff?
Well, that's what Jeff's hoping.
Well, I mean, like indirectly, if I'm trying to help somebody else, but Jeff is also benefited by it, does that count?
I mean, no, I guess not.
All right, so then no.
This campaign
No,
is
I'm not
so
going to use
meta,
it
so fast. We're
to
like,
directly help Jeff.
All right.
can you at least call me Arnu so I know you
Douglas.
hate your character, my character, and not just me? I have a new character. My last one died. Yeah, but it's Jeff character.
Tomato.
Yeah.
No, I kid.
Yeah.
No, if that's a stipulation to not get it, then no, I will not be using it to help Jeff.
All right.
I hate you all so much right now.
Oh, too much. Javelins normally come in a pack of 3. Is that correct? All right, so I have another one left, so I'm going to toss a javelin at this portal again.
Yeah, Javelin's been working pretty well for you. Let's do that.
Oh, we get an 18.
That'll hit.
Excellent. For a 9.
Ooh, that actually might put it down. It puts it down. Kill count 2. Druid. Beep. The rest of you, well, who got the kill on the other?
Jeff took my kill.
Jeff took your kill.
Really?
So the arrow
Really?
and the back works.
Really? You can't even give me that? Well, Jeff did something good. Jeff got that kill. It was like, no, Jeff stole that kill. Why are we playing with this guy? Just flip
Well,
everything on me.
All in all, though, everybody, for your first encounter in the new campaign, that was very well done. You have stricken all 3 enemies down. You have some bodies to recover ammunition from if you want, and some other things. But it is 10:30, folks.
Yes.
And I believe it is time to call it here. So, while you have the time and opportunity, add yourself 100 experience points to your character sheet.
And we'll see you next week.
Next week. And we will continue the hunt for the mysterious killing animal that is causing so much destruction in Marcia.
I pick up my warflail, I pull my longsword, and I take a knee in front of the first wolf, and I pray to the great wolf spirit that their energies and life forces go beyond. And I do this for each wolf, each fallen brethren. And then I make soup out of them.
He wasn't going to do it. I was.
Well, you don't get anything from it. But nice try.